Hello and welcome to the tutorial for the flying elegance. The first thing you want to do is open the your logo here composition, which is right here in the project bin, and import the graphic or logo you want to present. So what you can do is click Ctrl I on the keyboard, or right click in here and select import file and just choose any graphic you want. I already let's just open this graphic. It's just the one that's showing here, and just drag it to the composition below. And after you did, just you can press S for scale on the keyboard. You can resize it or reposition it any way you want. You already have this example right here, so I'm gonna go along with this. The next thing you go is to the your tagline here composition, which is right below it. Double click it and you will see the composition for the tagline. Just click this text and change it to anything you want. For example, my new tagline. Or you can just import the tagline just like you imported the logo and drag it over here. Make sure it's in the center. You can always come back and change it afterwards. So once you're done with this, go to the next composition, which is called Flying Elegance 180p main controls, which is in the final folder. It should be open right here, but if it's not, just double click it from up here. So in here, go to the first layer, which is called controls, and navigate to effects controls up here, and you will see the logo is updated. And let's go back to the beginning so we can see the colors of the fabrics. The first control, is called background color. You can choose from this color picker any color you want, and the background will get into a gradient of this specific color. You can be bright, more saturated, or even completely dark. I'm gonna leave it at white for our purpose. The next one, actually the next 5 ones are just simple color pickers, and they will pick the colors for those fabrics. If you click it and change it to any given color, it will just give it a tint of this color. You can just play along with it. If you want an easier job, I will show you how to choose from some color samples I have for you ready, but we'll get to it in a second. Okay, after you're done choosing all 5 colors for your fabrics, we'll go to the next one, which is called reflective on off. It's on by default, but if you uncheck it, you will see the fabrics lose their highlights. So it will just bring a kind of a texture to it a little bit. You can also use the next one, which called the control, which called fabric brightness, to control how bright those fabrics will get. Just to raise it from I don't know, 1 to 5. That should be enough. Let's see. Yes, not too much. Over 5, you see it will just get maxed out, but maybe that's the effect you want, or you can go to the other way and make them completely black and go with this effect if you want. But I'm just gonna leave it at 0 for now and check back the reflectives because I like it better. The next control is called wide logo. It's for a wider logos. If you come back to the your logo here composition, and let's say I want the wider logo over in battle, so I'm gonna drag the one from up here down here. Let's uncheck the first one and rescale the logo for about like this. No, too much, like this. And if I come back to the Flying Elegance main controls composition and go to the controller and check wide logo, you'll see now the logo will be fixed just the way we want it, and if it wasn't, it would be smaller or cut. So make sure that if you put a wider logo and not a square logo, check this box. The next one is called the logo cover color. When the transition is almost complete, there is this fabric that covers the logo itself. You can choose the color from here. You can also instead of just randomly picking a color, you can just use this color picker to click it and choose one of the fabrics colors, for example this pink one, so you know they're in the same color. Next one is the logo texture on off. This one is to give this fabric that covers the logo a bit of texture. So if you mark it, you see there is this smooth texture that's going on the fabric. Maybe if you want it, check it. If you don't want it, just uncheck it. No, this one. Next one is the logo vertical position. If you wanna adjust the Y value of the logo, which means the place in the Y axis, just use this to kinda lift it or change where it's at. Same way for the tagline. If you think at the end it's too low, just bring it up. It's up to you. Just go through the transition and see how does it look for you. And of course the tagline will come to the middle, always in the end of the composition. The last two controls are for the lens flare that's showing here and at the end. If you want, you can change its color. So if you want to do it, check this custom color. If I'll bring it just forward, you'll see it's custom flare color on off. Just check it, and from this color picker, choose any color you want for the flare, and it will get tinted red or blue. It's up to you. And after you're done with all the controls, just render the project. It's done. You have it at 1080p and 480p and 720p. You can just double click this and render this composition if you want it at low resolutions. One thing I want to show you is in the main controls there is this layer number 2, which is called color samples. If we go back to the beginning when we see the fabrics, if you want, there is some templates you can choose from. If you check this eye in the very left of the layer number 2, you will see these color pickers. So don't worry, they're not gonna show up in your reveal. Just use them to check if you like any of these combinations. All you have to do is go to fabric 1 and use this pin, click it once and just choose any color from these. Let's say we want to go with this first line, so just click this and you see the fabric will get its color. So just go and use these color pickers to choose from this line, and if we hide it, we see we have this nice red orange tint. And again, as I said before, you can use the logo cover color picker to just choose from one of these colors up here, for example this orange, and then you see it gets this very nice tint, and then it shakes it off. Whoop. So that's the flying elegance. I hope you like this, and for any question just ask us at ghosting.official@gmail.com, and thank you again.